If no one's told you they love you today, let me be the first to tell you that I love you, because I do very much. For those of you that are new, I'm Julia. This is Virgo Nation 1111. It is a Virgo channel. But you could have strong Virgo placement. So these messages could also be for you. And we don't only talk about, things. We talk about other things too when stuff comes up that I feel like I need to talk to you about, right? So if you are new in the house, let us know so we can welcome you in. And let me just say hello to my Earth Angel members and Earth Angels that are in the house. Give them a shout out. Maribel, hey honey, Shadow Cat, Wynette, Sonia, hello honey. Welcome everyone. I hope you guys are all doing great, feeling good. Yes. Okay, so all your readings have been done today. I also have uploaded 2 healing videos for you over on Higher Realms Music. For those of you that don't know, I do have 2 new channels. You can find them in the description box. One is for healing and feeling good, and the other one is for our little baby boomers that are going to be our next generation. So you can find that in the description box, or you can find it down below in featured channels. Now, if you're looking for a live tarot card reading from my psychics and tarot card readers, the toll-free numbers are down below. Make sure to use the promo code Virgo Nation each time to get your reading discounted. I am working on the readings that have been purchased. I'll be done with those soon, so make sure to check your inbox. So if you'd like to get a reading done by me, either live or by video, then go to my website at www.heartpassiontarot.com. Go to products and tarot card readings, okay? Now, with that being said, I want to talk about a little bit about something here, because I do have a big group of my following are people that are mature, 50 and over. Okay, so I was touching base on that a little bit in the short. And even if you're not in that age group and you're struggling to try to figure out what you should be doing, right? See, there's too much noise in the 3D, really. And so that's why you're always being told to be still, to be silent, right? So you can hear what is being said to you. All right. You need to know something now. For those of you that want to do something, but feel a little intimidated because of your age, because of somebody younger doing something, because of AI, right? Again, I'm going to say it to you, Virgo. Look, with the heartaches, the betrayals, being put in difficult situations and rising from the ashes, right? Your work ethic, right? How many years you may have worked at a job, right? That makes you very knowledgeable. It makes you well-seasoned, emotionally balanced, knowing how to deal with a difficult situation when it comes up, right? Whereas a younger person up to the age of 25 does not have that experience. AI does not have that experience, but you do. And that's why I told you, if you're in a thing where you feel a need to do something, but you don't know what that is, so all you've got to do is just close your eyes and ask yourself, what is that one thing that I love to do? What is that one thing I can share with the world? What is that one thing that I'm passionate about? And there's your answer, right? It's very important in the times that we are living in to be honest, to be truthful, to be raw, okay? Because if you're not, then everything else gets all eaten up by all the chaos that's going on outside, right? In the 3D. And if you do have knowledge to share with somebody and you can give them that survival map, even if you help one person, you should do it, okay? I know all my Virgos have some story to tell. And that actually could really help somebody else, right? I would much rather get experience and knowledge from somebody who has already gone through maybe something that I'm going through, rather than to receive it from somebody who's less loving, less compassionate, less wise to give me advice, right? You understand what I'm saying? It's like there could be people out there that talk about different things and how you're supposed to be dealing with everything, right? And they're just saying it because they're saying it, or they've generated it in AI and they're coming out telling you how you're supposed to do things, right? All right. It's different though when you get that advice and that knowledge and that wisdom from somebody who has gone through already what you're going through now. So for a lot of you, your personal experiences in this life are needed as guidance for those that are still much younger or going through something, right? And you can actually give your wisdom and your knowledge there to help somebody out. So think about that, right? A lot of you wanted to become certain things, right? Because under circumstances, though, those things that you wanted to become in the past, you didn't do. It's never too late. And I'll give some examples, right? Because I've been, before I wanted to talk to you about this, I went and did some research on my own. And do you understand that most people over their 60s who we know as brand names or big names, right, that were very successful, a lot of them became successful after they were 60. Okay, I'll give you an example, like KFC, like Laura Ingalls, right, that wrote all the, what is that, it became a TV series too, Home on the Prairie, I think it was called, or something like that. So the reason why that happens, right, because maybe back then it wasn't the time, but right now, because of the wisdom and the knowledge that you have, Virgo, right, and because you can think clearly and you have gone through many different things, you know how to deal with circumstances when they come up. So therefore, you're not only spiritually mature, but like I said, you're well seasoned now. Where, you know, most younger people get all like, you know, no, you approach everything in a very calm way now, right? And you know which way things need to get resolved and in the best way possible. See, there's something about a Virgo that most zodiac signs don't have, where a situation comes up and Virgo will have 4 different directions, right, to clarify, to clarify a situation, right? They'll go investigate it, and they will do whatever they need to do in order to resolve an issue, right? That's how a Virgo's mind works. So if you're over 50 or over 60, right, and you feel like you want to do something, it's never too late. See, we have been conditioned to think that when we get that age, we can't do this, we can't do that. Oh, you know, it's time for you to get that 401k, go make some investments, go retire now, right? Because you know, there's no comparison between you and a younger person, right, doing the same thing. And that's a lie, okay? And this AI thing, right? Okay, I understand. It's there. It does make things easier and everything else. But there is no emotion behind it, right? It's like it can give you information, but that's about it. And is that information completely always true, right? Has that AI experienced the tribulations, the heartache, the putting in the excessive work into something, right? Showing up every day? No, it has not. And it will never do that. So let me just tell you, when everything is going to go to, you know who they're going to come to? The ones that are seasoned, the ones that have all the knowledge, right? That's who you can rely upon, okay? So forget about what you've been told about age and younger people can do it better than the older one. No, that's not true, because we're the ones that have all the knowledge, okay? So it's never too late for you to start what you want to start, Virgo. And, you know I'm hitting home with a lot of people. A lot of people, you know, just don't want to do anything now. But there's always something that sparks within us that brings us interest, or something that we are passionate about, or we feel compelled to take action towards. Okay? So it's never too late to do that. All right? So find your way. Find your way. Because there is a way. There is. Absolutely. But, you gotta, put in the work too, right? Right. Somebody asked me a question. How do you know if you're spiritually protected or not? Well, do you have faith? Do you believe? Do you understand that there's a higher power? Do you have complete faith and surrender to something, to the man who created you? I'm just saying, right? It all depends on your beliefs and the way you think. So, with that being said, family, I don't want you feeling like it's too late to live your dreams. It's never too late, right? All right. Here we go. For Virgo, please. For Virgo, for July 4th. Here we go, family. For July 4th. What do we have for my beautiful Virgos? I can tell you when I started my channel, the one that got hacked, I started that 6 years ago. My whole thing of doing this, and you can understand if you've been with me for a long time where I come from when I read or I give you a spiritual talk. I was going through a very ugly time in my life, right? One of a very deep sorrow, pain, betrayal, and everything else. And that is what got me to start Heart Passion Tarot, the one that got hacked. We had 118,000 subscribers. And I had a calling to start the channel to help other women or other men that were experiencing that kind of heartache and pain and betrayal. You understand how it works? Okay. And it's not about the likes, and it's not about the subscribes. It's nothing like that. That gratification comes when you feel like you're making a difference. You understand? Even if you're helping one person. Okay? So if that is something that you feel is your path, right, no matter what age you are, you should do it. Because trust me, whatever, we all have gone through different experiences, right? Not all the same. There is somebody there that needs your help. Okay? So think about that. All right, here we go. I call upon the divine. I call upon the white light. I call upon the Holy Spirit to come into this reading for Virgo, please. For Virgo or anybody who has strong Virgo placement, what are the messages from our angels? Thank you. Okay. So there's going to be some kind of life-changing epiphany or an experience that you're going to have, Virgo. And that is when you finally understand that you can just let go, right? And keep doing what you need to do in the here and now, and let go and trust that if something is meant for you, it will present itself. If not, then it's not for you. It's pretty simple, right? Right. It's without trying to control something to come out the way you think it should come out, right? Because maybe that's not always the right way. Maybe that's not always the right relationship. Maybe that's not always the right job. Maybe you have a different calling, right? Okay. All right. So, Virgo, you get it, the majority of you. You got the lesson. You understand the pattern, right? You're not going to repeat that again. Okay, lesson learned, chapter closed, and we're moving on. A lot of you are really enjoying being out in nature, maybe first thing in the morning, getting into your prayer, your stillness, your ritual, your meditation practice, okay? It makes a huge difference in your well-being, Virgo. So you are being helped by the divine, by the Creator, to stand in your inner strength, in your inner power here. All right? They're working alongside with you here. And I feel here that not only that, you are, if there were any barriers around your heart about what happened to you here, those barriers are being lifted. You're now being directed or somehow know that you have a spiritual path to go towards here. And it's not only you feeling it, but you're seeing it through synchronicities, right? Or what's being shown in your dreams, the messages that are being shown. Now that you have learned to forgive yourself too, right? Forgive others. You know, sometimes, you know, when people act ugly, Virgo, I'm just saying from my point of view, I just say, forgive them, Father, for they know not what they do. Like that. Just like that. And I let it go. It doesn't mean that you have to go face to face with somebody, right? You just let it go, right? So, you are seeing a lot of things in your dreams, and I suggest if you don't know what you're seeing, go look it up. But the spiritual meaning of what you're seeing, okay? So you can get an inclination of what they're trying to communicate to you at this time. The dreams are going to become more and more now, right? Because they're really talking to you, because you're an open vessel to receive the things that they want to tell you. They're also telling you to also take it easy too. Don't overdo things. Know when to rest, play, right? And make healthy choices for yourself. The people that you hang out with, what you eat, how you take care of yourself, right? Right. So that you can find that perfect balance. You can find that wellness in your health, right? And I'm not saying that you're not healthy, but you understand what I'm saying, right? Balance of emotions comes with maturity. It does. And wisdom brings you balance. It's like, if you know you're going to put your hand in the fire and your hand is going to get burnt, you're not going to put your hand in the fire, right? Right. And that comes from what? Experience, right? That time that you were cooking and you burnt your hand, right? You're not going to go put your hand in the fire again. Right, exactly. Okay. So it's about being in harmony with oneself, being in balance, taking really good care of yourself, and changing things around now, Virgo, taking control over oneself, one's well-being, one's emotional state, mental state, physical state. That's up to you to do, right? Right. It's about you. I feel now that you have cleared your energies, right? And it's not only you doing it, it's also your Archangel Metatron who's been cleaning your energetic fields from anybody who's been trying to still hold on to you, attach to you, whatever they're doing here. This wellness, this balance, right? You finally clearing your energies and letting go of whatever no longer serves you anymore, or not giving it any more energy, brings you a great victory and a celebration here. And what is that? A brand new beginning, one that is protected, one that is meant for you and no one else. Wow, they're really talking to me today. I haven't stopped. For Virgo. Okay. So it's about your talents also. Your spirituality is also being protected. You have a lot of people that want to... Hold on, I've got cards down. I got to go. You got a lot of people that are trying to pull on your light, Virgo. Hold on. Let me get these. Because you make them feel better about themselves. You also have people that are very jealous of your talents. Okay. And that's just, it is what it is. So you know it, you feel it, you just don't even go there. You just stay in a place of calm, right? You're in a place of prayer. You've been praying. You haven't been pleading. You've just been asking nicely, right? But you're very clear about what you're praying about. Okay? Those prayers are being answered, Virgo. A big part of this coming into play, again, I'm going to say it to you, was you finally honoring yourself inside and out, right? That self-respect, self-love, and being authentic, right? And being real about who you are, right? What you believe in. Those challenges that you were going through, you're getting past them now. The road is clear. You're on the right path, okay? More and more people are gravitating to you, okay? Or it could be a community like us, right? Where there's a feeling of love and support. And, you know, it's like we can trust one another because we've been together for so many years. Even though we're on a brand new channel, we've been together. And there's no denying that, right? So you've got the community here, you've got your religious community if you have one, right? You've got certain people that, with the clearing out of the negativity and the toxic individuals, the ones that have remained are the ones that you've allowed to remain, or they're supposed to remain in your life. Oh, and here goes those cards again. Okay, let me go get that. Hold on. You guys got me working out today too. Okay, here we go. Not that I'm not going to work out later, but you know what I'm saying. It's a warm up. Okay. So look, you're understanding. You don't have to fit in any kind of mold. Okay. You don't have to be anything that somebody else is telling you you need to be. Okay. You're just being you. And you know it's okay to be different, all right? And you're taking a step back from whatever doesn't serve you. You really are. And what is that? Anything that's toxic around you, within you, right? You're following the thing that you're most passionate about, or what you feel brings you purpose in life, okay? It's not about what anybody else wants you to be. You're being you. Okay, so they're telling you to get ready to love again here. I feel this love interest that's coming in is going to bring you a lot of deep emotional healing. They're not going to try to change you. They're going to love you for who you are, Virgo. Trust your vibes. I'm telling you, you're going to be really, really happy. You know something really good is happening. You do. Okay? Things are progressing. They may not be perfect, but, you know, it's about you taking that one step at a time, right, to ascend that mountain. You're going to reach the top of the mountain, Virgo. You will. You will do all your healing. You will do the things that you love. You will have wellness, right, because you've chosen those things for yourself. Here. Don't compare yourself to anyone else, right? See, a lot of things look really great on the outside, on the outside, but it could be a whole different story in the inside, right? So don't worry about anybody else and what they're doing and what they're achieving. Pay attention to what you're doing, right? Look, a lot of you have achieved a lot of wonderful things in your life, right? Maybe you bought that home, you bought that car, right? They're paid off, right? You've got money in the bank. You've made wise choices, Virgo. And that should be celebrated. Not everybody has that, okay? So, feel good. Feel good. And now it's just what's next, right? What's next, Virgo, for you? You get to decide. I'm telling you, it's about balancing the masculine and the feminine. By the way, I've got a video for that on Higher Realms Music. It's about being inspired and being creative here. You know, maybe there's something that you do from your home that's really great, that you share with your friends, you gift your friends, right? But people like it. Maybe you should expand that. I'm just saying, right? I know, you say, well, I just do it for fun, or I do it out of love for other people. Yeah, but there's nothing wrong with whatever you love, sharing it with more people, right? Maybe you could start your own business, small business or whatever, but it'll bring you gratification because you're doing something that you love. I don't know why they keep taking me back there to keep emphasizing these things to you. Okay, so again, it's about speaking your truth, being in integrity. Raw, truthful, heartfelt, That's the only way to be now. Living in life in integrity. And the more and more you're honest and raw with yourself and the people that you love, you're allowing yourself to stand in your truth. You're allowing yourself to shine, right? A lot of you need to become leaders. I'm not answering that. Who is that? I can't answer. I'm in the middle of a reading. Okay. So, you got to know that you've got a special purpose here, okay? And even moms at home or dads at home with their children, you have a special purpose too. And your purpose is to love and nurture that child and put that child on the right path, right? Because they're going to grow up one day, right? So, you know, everything that everybody's doing is important here. So, look, you're special, and they want you to take good care of yourself. To put yourself first here. Okay. So, again, the message is coming out exactly as yesterday. I remember this. That your self-confidence has to come, having confidence, knowing that they are with you. They're co-creating with you. They're protecting you. They're guiding you. They're teaching you. They're leading you, inspiring you. Okay? Look, don't worry about anybody else. I know there's a lot of you that think, you know what, that ex is trying to put some kind of stuff on me. Okay. Maybe so. But you need to not worry about that, okay? Because I'm telling you, when you're protected, you're protected. And they're much more powerful than anybody doing any kind of juju or anything else, okay? So please don't worry about that. Stand strong in your confidence and in your beliefs. Oh my, somebody is... Okay. It looks like my child is playing some kind of game with somebody and okay. Sorry about that. All right, so there is increased support from the divine here for you. They're making you more aware, and they're supporting you on this new journey, this new beginning that you're about to make or you have started here. A lot of heightened intuition, right? Also, wellness is here. Again, spiritual abundance from my earth angels, because you are living your life the way they do down here, and they see it, okay? Again, they're talking about spiritual and religious community is very important to keep you strong, to keep you balanced, right? To inspire you, to support you. And why wouldn't you want to be surrounded by people that are exactly like you? These people are not trying to tear you down. They're not trying, they're inspiring you. They give you unconditional love. They get it. They get the concept. A lot of people don't get the concept. All right, so it's about really being true to yourself here, about what you want here, and having faith here. You need to know that, Virgo, there's nothing really for you to worry about. If you are hurting over a situation, they are trying to help you heal quicker here. They're asking you to reduce the stress, the anxiety, okay? There's no reason for you to have that, okay? Get caught up on your sleep, because very soon there is a new beginning here, which is supported by the divine for you here. One of peace and harmony, one of gentleness, and everything else you just need to give up there for them to make happen for you here. In the meanwhile, you just have to love yourself inside and out, set those healthy boundaries, right? I'm not telling you not to love. I'm not telling you not to be kind. I'm telling you, when there's certain people that want to take advantage of that kindness, you need to put healthy boundaries up, okay? I also feel somehow you're being shown in your dreams that your true person, you've never met them before, but you're seeing them once, twice, you see what they look like, right? That's the divine preparing to send you your person, the one that's going to love you and give you unconditional love the way you give. Yes, because you finally got this down. Okay. So allow yourself to shine. Again, there is divine intervention coming in for you here. And I feel this message has to do with your sincere prayers being answered. It's also tied into creativity. It's also tied in with this creativity. It's something new that you're learning to do. Okay? Something that you were meant to do. And it is protected. And you're going to be incredibly busy. But it does bring you prosperity. And whatever you're doing, and it doesn't matter what it is, you're doing it because it's your divine purpose, right? So stand in your divine power, right? Understand the energies, understand the environment, right? And clear out that negativity now. It's really saying that, you know, allow yourself to feel everything that you want to feel, but know that there's a higher power involved here. And there is a change and there is a transition. And this change and transition, based upon what we're talking about here, brings your answered prayers. As long as you stay focused and you stay grateful and you keep your vibration on a higher level, don't allow yourself to get sucked down into any kind of negative thinking here. And of course, communicate very clearly to the divine what you want. Don't be wishy-washy, right? Don't be like confident one moment and then the next moment doubting yourself, Virgo. Okay? Because then every time you've got to re-say what you want, because you're confusing them. You really are. Stick to it, know it, feel it, sense it, and make it be. Okay. Let's go to postcards from Spirit. Postcards from Spirit. What do we got? One card for Virgo or any... Well, that just came flying out. Boom. One card for Virgo. Okay. Excuse me. All right, so here's your message. Dear you, uncertainty is the new normal for the whole world. Things are changing at rapid pace and the old ways we once trusted are no longer reliable. But leaving the familiar behind can be a good thing. When you are pushed to step into the unknown, you are pulled forward into discovering new possibilities that have been hidden in plain sight. Check in with your higher power. Your soul knows better than your small self. Have faith in the support of a higher power and the infinite potential for your life. Right now, the advice we have for you is this. Do something. I can't take this. I know what this is about. I can't do this right now. Okay. I apologize for the disturbance. Right now, the advice we have for you is this. Try something new. Do something different. You won't know how it feels, what it looks like, or what the outcome will be if you do not take that first step into the unknown and experience the unfamiliarity. You'll be so glad you did because the treasure will appear. We're so proud of you for being brave. You are loved and so supported. So some of you are being nudged. Some of you know exactly what direction you need to take. Maybe you're saying no because you're unfamiliar with it and it's going to take work and devotion and focus. Maybe it's something you're completely unfamiliar with. Okay? But they're asking you to do what it takes to make your dreams real, Virgo. All right? So that's what I have for you. I hope you enjoyed the messages today. I thank you so much for being here, family. You know I love each and every one of you. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful 4th of July if you're in the States. And if you're not in the States and you're not celebrating, have a terrific, terrific Friday. Go do something fun. Enjoy yourself. Pamper yourself. All right? Let me just say, because I know other people came in. Maribel, Carrie Cook. Hey, Janelle. Hey, Mr. Elite. Hello, hello. Hey, Allied. Chandra. Hi, honey. Angie. Hey, honey. Oh, okay. So who did that? Carrie, thank you so much for having my back here. Blessed Virgo, you too. So it looks like we had some troublemakers in the house. Blessings to everyone. I thank you. Wynette, thank you so much for taking care of that. Divinely Protected, hey. Gisela, hi, Sonny. Gustandia, hi, welcome. Hey, Joan. Aliki, hey, honey. Now I can do this because I'm done with the reading. So, hey, Anna. You guys all doing good? Hey, Cindy. Mariah. Aloha. Hey, Jocelyn. Rocket Babe. Hey, honey. All right, family. So that's what I have for you. I love you all very much. God bless each and every one of you, and I'll see you again tomorrow, okay? Love and kisses to y'all. Bye now. Love you.